First one? Parker is like the special one. Look at got her Parker coming down the set. Got her Parker coming down the set. Real quick.
Blessings that exist, the small things that are blessed, the gift to realize that everything is a every time I try to count the lessons that I learn, every time I turn around, the water running burn, every time I think I found everything I'm looking forward to, the sign saying stop to take a bow and keep moving forward and start looking towards your heart. It'll open all the doors and only then you'll start to hear the world sing a chorus with your mind and heart, align and purpose, everything will feel gorgeous. What I have is more than I deserve or could ever imagine. How do I get back to all of this magic and spread the love so everybody can have it? Doesn't matter if I'm rich or poor, if I'm out of family or if I'm alone. Bad things happen, I can just complain more. There's a million things that I can be grateful for. The gift to realize that everything is a gift. You're my life, you're my breath, you're a smile, you're my guest. You're the earth, you're the sun, you're the grass, you're a love. You're my hands, you're a bug, you're my eyes, you're a hug. You're the light, you're the dark, you're the spark, you're the fun. You're my man, you're the water, you're the stars, you're my daughter, you're my friend to the end. You're my dreams, you're my father, you're the answer, the girl, the miracles that surround. I'm feeling it all around, my hemisphere in the cloud. You're my pain, you're my sorrow, you're my hope for tomorrow. You're the strength when I'm hollow, with the path that I follow. You're the blessings that exist, the small things that are bliss, the gift to realize that everything is a gift. It's so amazing. mind and heart, aligned in purpose, everything will feel gorgeous.
That's awesome.
Could ever imagine. How do I get back to all of this magic and spread the love so everybody can have it? Doesn't matter if I'm rich or poor, if I got a family or if I'm all alone. Bad things happen, I can just complain more. There's a million things that I can be grateful for.
Ooh, the car's like a dapper, man. Look at him. Oh, they're one chair short. There we go, rescue.
The blessings that exist, the small things that are bliss, the gift to realize that everything is a gift.
Welcome everyone, family and friends, teachers and staff, and fellow students. Welcome to Thornhill Elementary 2019 5th grade promotion. We have a really awesome program for you today.
So without further ado, let's get underway.
First presentation of this morning will be a speech by Zoe Howard.
Hello, my name is Zoe Howard. I've been at Thornhill for 6 years. That's right, 6 years. Throughout my years, I've had great teachers and amazing teacher aides. In kindergarten, I had Miss Weissman. In first grade, Miss Fairchild. Second and third grade, Miss Contreras. Fourth grade, Miss Novak and Miss Novosada. And in fifth grade, Miss Bernard and Miss Emma. My life has changed so much from kinder to an almost sixth grader. I remember in kindergarten being this shy little girl until I met these amazing people behind me. I've had so many accomplishments and maybe some things I'm not so proud of. I'm going to miss many things at Thornhill, like my great teachers, coach, art class, Miss Green and her funny jokes, my great friends, Miss Fox and her great book recommendation, and much, much more. I made so many great friends and so many great memories, and it just breaks my heart to see all that go. So I found a saying for my time here at Thornhill. Life is like a rose bush. All the rose buds start blooming into great big roses. And then they bloom so big and beautiful that they start to wilt. They wilt into little tiny seeds, and once the sun and rain come, those seeds grow into bigger and more beautiful roses. So every time you think you've lost, always know you'll come back better than ever. This saying really spoke to me because Thornhill's been so amazing. But all things go at a time, and I think my elementary school time has come to an end. So thank you. So I hope for all the 5th grade Thunderbirds that you all have a great summer with sun and rain and a great new start to your new middle school.
Next up, we'll have a speech by Miles Cruz and Fiona Kordowski. From kindergarten to 5th grade. Mr. Thompson for kindergarten.
And Miss Novosada.
Miss Holman for 1st grade.
And Miss Formoso.
Miss LaFleur for 2nd grade.
And Miss V. Carter.
Miss Gustafson for 3rd grade.
And Miss Townsend.
Miss Gustafson again for 4th grade.
And Miss Novak. And for 5th grade,
Mr. Wilkins.
Thank you to
Miss Green,
Coach,
Miss Larson,
Miss Ostrom,
Miss Fox, and Miss Hennessy,
and a big thanks to all the incredible staff members
who helped us through these 6 whole years. All the places you'll go, you'll be on your way up.
You'll be seeing great sights. You'll join the high flyers who soar high heights.
You won't lag behind because you'll have the speed. You'll pass the whole gang and you'll soon take the lead.
Wherever you fly, you'll be the best of the best. Wherever you go, you will top all the rest.
Thank you again. We will remember this school forever.
Now we'll have a speech by Chloe Shake.
Hi, my name is Chloe Shake. I worked on the speech for a while and I made sure that it's funny. You're welcome. So now I'm going to tell you 3 of my favorite and funniest memories here. Number 1. Once, in 2nd grade, somebody brought a Shopkin toy to school. Little did they know this would be the worst decision of their life. Every day, the Shopkin would be in a different place, sometimes in the bathroom, sometimes in the classroom. We probably should have realized that someone was pulling a silly prank on us, but we didn't. We were all freaking out about this possessed demon Shopkin. Then people started getting creepy notes in their writing journals. Everyone was either wheezing, crying, detective working, or screaming, "The Shopkin's gonna get me next!" 2. Once in 4th grade, we were doing SBAT practice. Then the test asks if a rectangle is symmetrical diagonally. Parker shot up her hand. "It's not symmetrical because it doesn't line up when you fold it," she said. Sammy flung up her hand. "But it's the same shape when you fold it. It has to be symmetrical," she counteracted. "But it doesn't line up," Parker argued. "But it's the same shape," Sammy snapped. This went on for about 20 minutes. Finally, Mrs. Gustafson had to stop them from arguing their mouths off. But as you can see, Parker was right. It is not symmetrical. 3. This year, we were doing a science unit on the moon. Mr. Wilkins had a tiny fake moon hanging from a string, and he swung it around, modeling the moon's orbit. It swung around and around and around until it flew across the room, hitting Sammy square in the chin. So that's the end. I hope you liked learning about the demon Shopkin, the symmetry battle, and the moon that hit poor Sammy. Peace out, Thunderbirds.
Musical selection by Sammy Hester.
Sammy Hester. Sammy.
Next up, we will have a speech by Emilio Price and Jack O'Mara. Hi, my name is Jack O'Mara.
And my name's Emilio Price. We have both cherished our 6 years at Thornhill and have so many memories that we will remember for the rest of our lives. From kindergarten with
Miss Weissman,
and Miss Nobosada, first grade with
Miss Holman,
and Miss Fairchild, second and third grade with Miss Contreras, fourth grade with
Miss Novak,
and Miss G, and fifth grade with Miss Bernard. We want to give a special thanks to all the teachers and staff members for working so hard and preparing us for the road ahead.
thank you for putting up with me the past 6 years, even though I may have been irritating once or twice along the way. We're going to miss Thornhill for so many reasons, especially our friendships. Friends are so important because they understand you and are there for you when you need them the most. Even though some of our friends will be going to different schools next year, we know our relationships will stay strong.
Our Thornhill community has been great all 6 years that we have been at the school. The PFC, parent volunteers, teacher aides, and staff members have always been so helpful and supportive.
We would also like to recognize the AT teachers, as they have to put up with us after school while we burn off energy. They help make the Thornhill community such a special place.
The Thornhill parents have spent countless dollars for art projects, PE, music, the library, and much more. Even though most parents have busy schedules, they can still manage to find time to come to our music performances, open houses, and helping around the classroom.
Martin Luther King Jr. once said, "Faith is taking the first step even when you don't see the whole staircase." To us, this quote means moving forward in life without knowing what will happen next.
Moving on will be both frightening and exciting at times, not just from Thornhill, but in life in general. But this community has prepared us well to handle these challenges. We will all make mistakes, but we will have our friends to help us along the way.
Being at Thornhill was a great experience. We have learned so many skills that will serve us as we continue to grow. We have mixed feelings about leaving this great elementary school.
We are both sad to leave Thornhill behind. However, we are grateful to have the support of the Thornhill community.
By Odette Schnell and Maya Dallin.
Hi, my name is Maya Dallin.
And I'm Odette Schnell.
We have both been at Thornhill for 6 years. We started in kindergarten in Mrs. Weissman's class.
Although she was strict, she was an amazing teacher. One specific thing that I remember about kindergarten was when we popped the balloons at the end of the year.
In first grade, I was with Mrs. Fairchild. She was an incredible teacher. My favorite part of first grade was on her birthday. Our class went to pump it up to celebrate.
And in first grade, I had Miss Formoso. I remember all of the items that ended up in the June box, the place where she would keep all of the toys I took out during class. More on the good side, I remember free time every Friday.
In second and third grade, we both had Mrs. Contreras, a unicorn-loving, amazing teacher. What I remember both in second and third grade is we had a lot of amazing parties.
In second and third grade, what I remember most is the classroom with rainbows and unicorns everywhere you look. One more thing I remember about second grade was the war with Mr. Byron. I'm not going to explain it, but if you were in my second grade class, you probably know what I'm talking about.
In fourth grade, I had Miss Gustafson. During this year, I was taught probably more math and science than any other year. My favorite part of fourth grade was Coloma. It was really awesome, and I learned a lot and had a lot of fun. In fourth grade, I made a lot of amazing friends that I will definitely always remember.
For my fourth grade year, I was in Miss Novak's class. In fourth grade, I made more friends than I ever expected to. That year was the first time I went on an overnight trip. I had so many new experiences that I would have never had without Miss Novak.
This year, I'm in Mr. Wilkins' amazing 5th grade class. I've come a long way since kindergarten, from learning my ABCs to learning all about decimals and going on overnight trips. This year has been very exciting with lots of new experiences. I have learned a lot throughout the years here at Thornhill and enjoyed them all so much.
I have had so many new experiences at my time in Thornhill. Being in 5th grade with my teacher, Mr. Wilkins, has been one of the best things at Thornhill. Not everything has been as perfect as it sounds, but I wouldn't trade these memories for anything else. One thing that I will always remember about 5th grade is going on my last overnight trip to Marine Headlands, where we took way too long hikes, got soaked in the water, and found bioluminescence in the sand. My whole 5th grade year has been remarkable. These years have all gone by so fast, and now that my time at Thornhill has come to an end, I've started to remember and appreciate what an amazing time I've had here.
I want to thank Miss Green for being an amazing music teacher and sometimes in 4th grade, taking time out of her breaks to help me learn things that were hard for me in violin. I also want to thank Coach for helping us be excited for PE and not treat it like an ordinary class of the week. I also want to thank all the custodians for keeping our school clean. And not to forget our awesome librarian, Mrs. Fox. for always giving me good advice and for maintaining the library. And thank you to Miss Lily for helping our crazy class and for controlling our book group no matter how rowdy we were. Thank you, Miss Larson, for helping her class express their art skills and teaching us how to make anything work of art. Thank you, Miss Bell and Miss Fairchild, for being our substitutes when Mr. Wilkins was absent. And not to forget Mr. Wilkins, a funny, incredible teacher that I will never forget. Maybe not all of my memories from Thornhill were perfect, but all these memories are a big part of my life and worth a lot. I would never trade them for the world.
I want to thank Coach for giving me PE to look forward to all week. Thank Mr. Dobbins-Beck for helping keep the school running. Thank Miss Bell for helping our class whenever Mr. Wilkins couldn't be here. Thank Miss Larson for helping me progress my art skills. Thank Miss Lily for reading with all of my 5th grade reading groups. I want to thank all of the custodians for cleaning up the messes that we made and didn't clean up. And last but not least, I want to thank Mr. Wilkins for being my last teacher at Thornhill. Thank you, our teachers, families, and friends that have helped us come this far. Peace out, Thunderbirds.
Now we'll hear a speech from Parker Bridgman. Hi, my name is Parker Bridgman. I just want to say thank you to all my teachers and to Mr. Dobbins-Beck for teaching me and walking me through my first 6 years of school. I want to say thank you to Miss Weissman and Miss Holman for being with me through my first 2 years of a new weird thing called education. I want to say thank you to Miss LaFleur for taking care of me in 2nd grade and protecting me from the Shopkin fiasco. Chloe told you about that. I also want to say thank you to Miss Townsend and Miss Gustafson for leading me through the multiplication maze. I want to say a special thank you to Miss G for stopping the symmetry battle between me and Sammy before it got physical. Chloe has more info. Chloe told you about that too. And finally, I want to say thank you to Mr. Wilkins for 1, teaching me dividing decimals by writing zeros everywhere. 2, trying hard to defy gravity by letting me pour a cup of water over his head. And 3, taking the time to come into class after baby Kalea was born. And my last thank you is to everyone who has helped me through every single school year, including my parents and other volunteers. Peace out, Thunderbirds.
Now we will have a speech by Isaiah Iwuji.
Hi, my name is Isaiah Iwuji, and I'm going to tell you about my memories I had at Thornhill. After all my years at Thornhill, I can only remember so much, so I'm here to tell you everything. In kindergarten, I had Miss Weissman. She was so ready to teach. My favorite memory was when she played guitar. My first grade teacher was Miss Formosa. I don't know how she put up with me, but my favorite memory was when I met friends for the first time. We are still friends today. My 2nd grade teacher was Miss Contreras. I loved how fun she was. My favorite memory was when we made letters to Mr. Dobbins-Beck to move her up a grade so we could be with her the next year. My 3rd grade teacher was Miss Contreras again. She was even more enthusiastic than the year before. My favorite memory was her love of unicorns and her fear of birds. My 4th grade teacher was Miss Novak. It was so cool how she made cupwood. My favorite memory was when she taught us it. My 5th grade teacher was Miss Bernard. She was ready to show us middle school math. My favorite memory was Redhead Mouse.
Next we have a special song by Tasneem Ahmed. It didn't get in the program. She will sing Impossible.
Wow.
I remember years ago, someone told me I should take caution when it comes to love. I didn't know strong and that was not my illusion, my mistake. I was scared, so I forgot I did. And now, when there's done, there's nothing to say. You've gone so effortlessly. You want you go ahead, tell them all I know now. Shattered from the rooftops, riding on the skyline. All we had is gone now. Tell them I was happy and my heart is broken. All my scars are open. Tell them what I hope would be impossible. impossible, impossible.
Woo! Yeah!
Example of a speech by Leela Weber.
Hi, my name is Leela, and when I first came to Thornhill, I was in 3rd grade. I had just moved from San Francisco and I was terrified. Even though I was scared, I saw the school and it inspired me. I saw the kids playing in the huge play structure, and I knew it was my home. So now in 5th grade, I realized that this school helped me be the person I want to be. I remember running headlands and the long hike with my group to go to the top and see the great view. So now I know that everywhere I go, I can have a little bit of Thornhill with me always. Peace out, Thunderbirds!
Now we'll have a speech by Davy Choi and Jack LaVosse.
Hello, my name is Davey.
And my name is Jack.
And we'll tell you about our great school, Thornhill.
In the many years at school, we have found Thornhill to be a great school and a great maker of memories and friends.
I love Thornhill. The memories here were great. I wouldn't trade them for anything, except maybe a few couple bucks.
Or a video game or two. Otherwise, nothing.
In kindergarten, we sang songs, counted to 100,
And did sight words with the great teacher, Mr. Thompson.
He was a kind-hearted person who loved his class.
In 1st grade, we had the fairest teacher in the land, Miss Fairchild.
Whether it was sugar cube castles, estimation jars, or going to pump it up, everything was fun.
Miss Fairchild was the person who made everything fair.
In 2nd grade, we had Miss V. Carter. Miss V taught us to be disciplined.
But it was fun at the same time. We made a dinosaur. It was named Stella the Stegosaurus.
3rd grade was hard. When Jack and I separated, it was tough without a best friend. I had Miss Gustafson.
And I had Miss Townsend, but our teachers made it better. I remember writing and reading every day. I also remember having great parties.
Miss G was also a fun teacher. When I had Miss G as a teacher, she had a baby and we had a substitute teacher.
In 4th grade, Miss Gustafson moved up from 3rd grade to 4th grade, and I went to Miss G's class, so that meant we had the same teacher again.
It was more fun to be in the same class that year so we could work together. Miss G wasn't pregnant that year, so we had her all year.
My favorite memory was Coloma. It was fun. We acted, hiked, panned for gold, and made cornbread. In 5th grade, we had Mr. Wilkins. Mr. Wilkins is a nice and funny guy.
He went on paternity leave and we had some substitutes. Mr. Wilkins was a really fun teacher.
He made loads of jokes and funny comments.
We even watched a farce of Star Wars, Hardware Wars, on Star Wars Day.
But one of my favorite memories was Marin Headlands. There we went on hikes and learned science. Plus, they had really great food.
The school was
wacky,
fun,
exciting,
and wonderful.
Our school is so fun. I love the walkathon, the carnival, the science fair, the assemblies, and all the sing-alongs.
We would like to thank Miss Green for the cookies and teaching us to be great musicians.
We'd also like to thank Miss Larson for teaching us new ways to make art.
Thank you, Mr. Dobbinspec, for being a great principal at the many years we have been here.
Thank you to the custodians for always keeping everything clean.
Thank you, Coach, for pushing us to our limits, keeping us healthy, and making things fun.
Thank you, Miss Fox, for helping us read and learn new genres and books.
And thank you all the wonderful teachers we had and the amazing staff and aides.
Also, thank you to all the wonderful friends we've made at Thornhill. Thank you for being such a great school, Thornhill.
We'll have a speech by Alice Stone.
Hi, my name is Alice Stone, and my time here at Thornhill has been amazing. When I came here in 1st grade, I had Miss Fairchild, and we had so much fun making sugar cube castles. In 2nd grade, I had Miss LaFleur, and she really helped me with my writing since she was an author. We wrote almost every single day. In 3rd grade, I had Miss Contreras, and she really made me feel welcome Since it was a Luke class, I was one of the only students that wasn't in her class the year before. And she really made me feel like it was a safe place to go whenever I didn't have anything to do. In 4th grade, I had Miss Novak, and I had a lot of fun doing all the meditations. This past year, I've had Miss Bernard, and she was really funny, had the best imitations, and I think she really shaped me into who I am today. I also want to thank Miss Green, Coach, Miss Larson, and Miss Fox for being such great teachers. I also want to thank all of the extracurricular teachers. I'm going to miss you, Thornhill. Peace out, Thunderbirds.
Next up, we will have a speech by Gabriel Gedoulding.
Hi, my name is Gabriel Geduldig. After all these amazing years at Thornhill, I have such a great appreciation for the people that make this school so special. My teachers, Mr. Dobbins-Beck, and everyone who helps run this community. However, I would first and foremost like to thank my friends and classmates for all the amazing memories. One of my favorite memories was the trip to the Marin Headlands. This trip was amazing, and we had so much time to do things with our friends. I can so clearly remember running down the beach, playing through mist and rain. Thank you to all the teachers and staff, parents who made this happen. At Thornhill, I had the chance to learn jazz drumming, play ultimate frisbee, and learn Balinese dancing. All of these adventures have allowed me to connect with other students in a way that I think to be truly unique. My years at Thornhill have allowed me to grow to my limits and beyond, as well as learn new skills needed for middle school. However, the thing that I will cherish most are the memories of my friends. And although we will not all go to the same middle school, I hope that we will be able to remain close. My years at Thornhill have been amazing, and I hope that I will always remember the great times I've had here. Thank you, Thornhill.
Next, we'll have a musical selection by Maya Engel.
Yeah, I think so.
Until we meet again. Oh, the last goodbye until we meet again. Oh, so when you're walking down the street and you see someone you know, and when you're singing in the air without a care, you know, let's go. And when you're swimming in the pool, when you're out of school, you see someone you know, you say, hey, we meet again. You used to go to Thornhill just like me, you know, I know. The last goodbye until we meet again, oh. So when you're walking down the street and you see someone you know, and when you're singing to the air without a care, you know, let's go. And when you're swimming in the pool, when you're out of school, you see someone you know, you say, hey, we meet again. You used to go to Thornhill just like me, you know, I know, 'cause that was the last goodbye until we meet again, oh, until we meet again,
We have many thank yous this morning. A big thank you to Coach, who helped with promotion setup.
the 4th grade class who set up all the chairs. And to Mr. Wilkins and Miss Bernard who planned our promotion. Also, thank you to the awesome parents who set up all the cool stuff. Now we will hear a speech by Liliana Laughlin and Talia Salado.
First off, we'd like to thank
Mr. Thompson, our kindergarten teacher, for being kind and caring.
and helping us learn how to count to 100.
Next, I would like to thank my first grade teacher, Mrs. Holman, for helping me succeed in the first grade and being there every time I needed her.
I would like to thank my first grade teacher, Miss Formoso, for being helpful and kind and helping me blossom into an amazing second grader.
Now we would like to thank our second grade teacher, Mrs. V. Carter, who is a very tough and inspirational teacher.
She is kind, loving, and funny.
Next, we would love to thank our amazing 3rd and 4th grade teacher, Mrs. G.
She is fun and made us laugh while still being a great teacher.
And last but definitely not least, Mrs. Bernard, who has done such a great job preparing us for middle school.
She is a thoughtful and generous teacher who makes us laugh all the time.
And how can we forget our extracurricular teachers, like Coach, who made sure we got our weekly laps in and still had fun.
Mrs. Fox, who made sure everybody had a great book to read.
Mrs. Green, who taught us how to play their violin and ukulele.
Mrs. Larson, who got us interested in many different forms of art.
We would also like to thank Mr. Dobbitsbeck, who has always made sure we were okay and learning.
He is also kind and helpful whenever we had a question and always making sure we're learning something new every single day.
Now that our speech has come to a conclusion, we'd like to say,
Peace out, Thunderbirds! Now we will have a speech by Tarek Wilkes.
Good.
The most important thing to remember is this: to be ready at any moment to give up what you are for what you might become. W.E.B. Du Bois. Now is the time for change. We are moving on to middle school and giving up our beloved elementary years. As we remind ourselves about our time at Thornhill, we remember our past friendships and make space for new ones to grow. We will make room for new experiences. We look to a bright future. As we begin our new journey, we should be prepared for what's coming. We should go outside of our comfort zones and change things up, reinvent ourselves, and try new things. Remember to be the best that you can be. Dream big. Have faith in your abilities. Tell yourself you can do whatever you put your mind towards. Set the bar high for yourself. Be your own cheerleader. Remember, your failures are just as important as your successes. Believe in yourself. Always try to follow your dreams, but not off a cliff. Accept this opportunity for growth. Push past your limits. Discover a new part of yourself. Be thankful for the opportunities to challenge yourself. Nurture your inner elementary school self and embrace and develop your inner middle schooler. Give back. Be a change maker in your community. Be a role model for someone younger than you. Be a person that can be looked up to. Protect the weak. Go against what is wrong. Be kind to others and treat them the way you want to be treated. Leave the world better than you found it. Have fun. Enjoy the middle school experience. Make the most of it. Create incredible memories that you'll never forget. Embrace your inner weirdo. Dance like nobody's watching. Smile until your face hurts. Be crazy and enjoy the ride. As we move on to middle school, we must accept the people that we are sure to change into. Here's to what we become. Congratulations to the graduating class of 2019. Peace out, Thunderbirds.
That was really good.
Next up, we will have a speech by Giselle Souza and Sammy Hester.
we've had amazing experiences. From all of the talent shows, spirit days, and eating outside.
Every great day, from Pi Day in Mrs. G's class to making a dinosaur in Miss V. Carter's class, we'll remember and probably never forget.
Made us unique in who we are right now.
Thank you.
Mrs. Nobusada, who took care of us from the start.
Mr. Thompson, who got me over the first big hump of school.
Mrs. Fairchild, who gave us a very sweet experience.
Miss Holman, who made first grade awesome.
Miss LaFleur, who taught us to go beyond in writing.
Miss V. Carter, who always made us laugh. Miss G, who we had for third and fourth.
Who made our learning very enjoyable.
And who was always in a good mood, rain or shine.
Mr. Wilkins, who taught us from a different perspective.
And who nailed me square on the chin with the moon.
Thank you to
Miss Green,
Miss Fox,
Miss Larson,
Coach,
Miss Zetti,
Mr. Dobbinspec,
the janitors,
Mrs. Lancaster,
Miss McCarty,
Miss Sherry,
Miss Anderson, and all the aides.
Everybody that had made these 6 years at Thornhill amazing.
We have learned so much from this school.
In Mrs. Nobusada's class, our first homework assignment was how to tie our shoe. In 4th grade, we learned how a debate goes, because the Sammy and Parker's debate is a rectangle symmetrical.
And in 5th grade, we learned no matter how many zeros we put on the end of the decimal, it's still the same number.
Mr. Wilkins drilled that into our heads by drawing zeros on some of our heads. We've been thinking of this day since we first saw and understood a 5th grade graduation.
How much fun it would be to go to another school. But now that we're here, right now, and actually saying goodbye, we find it quite hard. Just like Winnie the Pooh when he said,
"Goodbye? Oh no, please. Can't we just go back to page 1 and start all over again?"
Thank you, and peace out, Thunderbirds.
We have a speech by Zoe Somas.
Technical issues. Good.
Hey Thunderbirds. My name is Zoe. I'm so sad that I'm leaving this school. I have learned so much from kindergarten to 5th grade. But as Dr. Seuss once said, don't cry because it's over, smile because it happened. And that's why I've been smiling all morning. All of my wonderful teachers have said many wise things to me, and some of those many words have stayed with me. I would like to share those words with you. The last 3 letters of friend are E-N-D, because a friendship never ends. That is what Miss Nobusada said to me when I asked her how to spell friend. Miss Nobusada was my kindergarten teacher, and I love her. Everyone can have 9 pieces of candy. That's a quote from Miss Fairchild, my 1st grade teacher. Miss Fairchild taught me how to estimate by using candy. She would fill a jar with hard candies, and she would have us estimate how much candy was in the jar. Then she would count it out and divide it among the class. It was super fun. My 3rd and 4th grade teacher, Miss Gustafson, said, I wasn't gone that long. I was only gone for 6 weeks. She said that after she left for maternity leave when she was having baby Bennett. It didn't feel like just 6 weeks though. It seemed to take forever for Miss G to return. It's more important to learn the rhythm to the Star Wars theme song than fractions in math. That is what my current teacher, Mr. Wilkins, said after music one day. He was trying to teach my class about how to sing the triplets in the song. I know that hearing Mr. Wilkins say that will be one of my fondest memories. Another funny quote from Mr. Wilkins is, you can learn everything from Pixar. You don't have to go to school. I totally agree with this one. Who needs to go to school when you can just watch Pixar movies? There are many things about history, science, and people that you can learn by watching Pixar movies. For example, in Coco, you can learn about Mexican beliefs. Gentlemen, don't be knuckleheads. Don't hit each other on the head with hula hoops. That is a quote from Coach. 2 crazy boys in my grade, I won't name names, were literally hitting each other on the head with hula hoops. My friends and I were walking past when we heard Coach say that. Finally, I would like to thank all of my teachers. Miss Nobusada, Miss Fairchild, Miss LaFleur, Miss Gustafson, and Mr. Wilkins. I have learned so much from them and they were wonderful teachers. Thank you.
Next up, we will have a musical selection by Kayla Topel.
Wow, a musical selection. Like a tennis shoes. That's awesome. Her shoes. Her shoes.
they wish they were there. What have we come to now? We all wanna be like the rest. Can't describe just how, but we're all a beautiful mess. One moment we're broken and then we're fine. He calls you back where it wasn't he mine. One moment we're broken and then we're fine. It's all one puzzle of the teenage mind. Some boys make the trouble, they think they're all it. Constantly in company, thrown to the ditch. And some are just there to have a good time, ignoring every bit of drama and each little lie. What have we come to now? We all wanna be like the rest. Can't describe just how, but we're all a beautiful mess. One moment we're broken and then we're fine. He calls you back where it wasn't in mine. One moment we're broken and then we're fine. It's all one puzzle of the teenage mind. What have we come to now? Can't describe just how. One moment we're broken and then we're fine. They said hello, but missed goodbye. We are all insane inside, and no one can figure out the teenage mind.
And now, a few words from our principal, Mr. Dobbins Bell. This will be followed by the presentation of the 5th grade class.
Good morning, and thank you for coming for these wonderful bands. Can we give them a round of applause, please? I did write a speech, but after that, who can do a speech after you guys? Don't they have talent? Maya, did you write that song? Maya wrote that song. These speeches are wonderful. I wrote a speech on kindergarten paper because I've been here 6 years with you guys. And I think I'm going to probably skip most of it. But we were here, I was here in July 6 years ago, checking out my new school, my new digs. And Kayla is on the yard and a bunch of kindergarten kids in July, that first year. That's how I got to meet this wonderful community. And believe it or not, they could say my name better than most adults in kindergarten. That's true, that's how smart I knew you guys were. So I just have a proudness of watching you guys grow up. I'm a little having a hard time letting you go because you've gotten too tall and we need to stop that. And we wish you could stay longer, but it's time. But one thing I learned from you guys is your generosity and empathy. They have had a lot of empathy towards others in the school and even other schools in Oakland. And their generosity has been incredible. So I'd like to also acknowledge their uniqueness. Have you seen how they dressed? All unique. Give them a round of applause. That's amazing. So I'm going to connect to what I mean there in a minute. But if you were a staff member ever, Ms. Novosad, are you here? All staff members that have been here, past and present, please stand up. Let's give these people a round of applause. Marie Fox, everybody. Mr. Klaus here too. Please stand up. We can't do this without you. Thank you guys. Thank you guys. These are the amazing people that have made your kids thrive. Okay, thank you. So, what I want to say about being yourself is, I want to leave with a few words from Oscar Wilde, an Irish poet. And it's simply, be yourself. Everyone else is already taken. So on that note, congratulations. Keep trying to be yourself. It's an amazing journey to be with you.
We will now announce all the names, and these kids will depart through the hallway, and we're going to meet everybody in the upper yard for a reception.
Grr.
Maya Gallup. Tylon Hunt. Baby Choi. Cameron Ferguson.
Jack O'Meara.
Gita Jalovan. Fiona Kordowski.
Maya Engel.
Jack Lavos. Declan Callagher.
Williams was named. Yahweh Garcia. Mila Robert.
Kayla Topel.
Milana Laughlin.
Ryan Hernandez.
Woo!
Miles Cruz.
Owen Troy. Gabriel Golden. Zoe Howard.
E.E. Wynn.
Kaden Metzler.
Woohoo!
Mateo Gonzalez. Brennan Valera. Justin Wynn. Tremaine Connor.
Layton Billy. Solomon Hill.
Sammy Hester.
Riley Pinto.
Giselle Souza. Chloe Shank. Tasneem Ahmed.
Alice Stone.
Odette Schnell. Chloe Chang.
Isaiah Aluji.
Woo!
Eddie Hester.
Lane Gerstler.
Woo-hoo-hoo!
Elijah Phelps.
Emilio Price.
Carl Holmes. Alexander Galloway. Sabrina Goldberg. Zoe Summers. Gabe Savio.
And Samantha Sharon.
Woohoo!